Welcome to my principal report for Wednesday the 27th of July. The first thing that I'd like to share with the PNC is about our youngest learners from Preppy in the Prep 1 class, our 6 students in that group. This week they have had the chance to join in an online lesson as a part of Education Queensland International. Miss Kate and I have done the Education Queensland accreditation so that we can work with international schools. As a part of this process, we asked Mrs. Odell to deliver a life skills lesson to a group of around 25 Taiwanese teachers, and this was delivered online via Zoom or Teams platform, for example, and the teachers could watch the lesson in the background while Mrs. Odell taught this group of 6 prep students. Well done to our youngest group of learners, and also a big thank you to Mrs. Odell for her outstanding skills and delivery of pedagogy in her lesson. The next thing that I want to fill the PNC in around is our 2 building projects. So the building project for our admin building, as well as our SSS Community Hub building. The project, or the 2 projects, have come in at $3,349,898.81. So $3.349 million, which is quite extensive for our school. Because this is quite a substantial financial contribution, we have transferred all of our SSS funds across to central office to manage the financial payments of the 2 projects. Our project manager has finalised the tender. They've awarded the building contract. The financials are sorted and they're being built behind the scenes. So we're looking at a build hopefully for movement to the school by the end of the year. Again, thank you so much to the PNC for their dedicated fundraising over many years to get this project to where it is today. Exciting stuff. We are going to call it the Community Hub building. Just to clarify, it will be used for a range of different purposes. The arts, STEM, HPE, parades, community events, etc. So a great space for our school. These are sketched images of what our new administration building will look like. So we've got the entrance in from the road, as well as a separate student entrance at the back. As you can see, we're also hoping to get that signage out the front of the building as well. So you can see the layout just on the back side of the toilets there, with our hopefully proposed car park on there as well. And then the next one here is our proposed internal layout of our project. So if I go back to my principal report that I've emailed through, things are going really well at the school at the moment. Our curriculum focus program on Wednesday afternoon is up and running. So thanks again to Miss Kate for getting that all organised for us. Our Friday afternoon sports program is up and running. So thank you again to school staff for their efforts in working out their health and physical education programs for their classrooms. So this term, upper school are doing a range of sports. So for example, netball, touch football, t-ball, basketball. And our Year 5-6 class will get to go to the Capella High School for 4 weeks. And our 2 middle groups, so the 3-4s and the 3-4-5s, will also get to work with a tennis coach. The school has also arranged for a few other pop-in visits from NRL as well as Cricket Blast. So lots of things for our senior school. Our junior school will be working through their unit plans this term with their classroom teacher. Some of them are doing them on Friday afternoons, while some of our other junior school groups are doing them in the morning on Friday. So just check in with your class teacher when that HPE lesson is. Our Term 3 calendar is fairly busy as usual. Please don't forget to fill out your school opinion survey. It would have been emailed by the department, so please take the time to give us that feedback, because we do use it to plan for future projects at our school and areas to focus on. Please remember to check your emails regularly, as we do send the email out every Friday of what's coming up at Capella State School. If we move on to staffing now, there's a few updates around that area. Our cleaning team are going really well at the moment. We have been able to get a full allocation of cleaning time, and they're all working very hard to make sure that our school is clean and sanitised for our students. This last fortnight, we've also welcomed Kyron to our school as our new school-based trainee, and both Kyron and Cass are an absolutely awesome addition to our school team. Our new school chaplain, Sani, is due to start this term. She's working on completing her study to make sure that she's ready to work with our groups of kids at the school. Her start date is yet to be confirmed, but she has been around the school, met our students and staff, and she is definitely very keen to get started. Lastly, I would like to thank all of my school staff and my parents in the community. We have had a lot of reorganising to do at the start of this term. So we've had Mrs. Sabula relocate classrooms. We have had the 4-5 class move downstairs. We've had Miss Reed move upstairs. And we've also had Miss Pace move her preppies in and out of their room. So lots of teachers have been very busy behind the scenes. And thank you again to support staff and members of the community who've helped our staff move around the school. As you know, we have had to make a new classroom in our school this year because of our numbers have increased significantly over the last 6 months. So we were fortunate to get an additional allocation for an extra teacher for the semester. This has meant that we have had to find a new teacher for the 4-5 class. We have been successful in finding that person, and we welcome back Miss Jess Gunlinson to our team. Jess was a teacher at our school in 2018-2019 and has taught Year 4-5 and Year 6 at our school. So she is going to be awesome for the children in that class, and she will resume her duties here at our school on Monday the 1st of August. To update you quickly on the grounds and facilities, I've filled you in about the admin building and the Triple S, so that's all going well. The refresh program in the prep building, all complete. So the ceiling, lighting, electrical, internal and external paint, all complete, and it looks fantastic. And lastly, thank you to Pastor Alan and the Woodbine family who came along on the school holidays and painted the B block tower, internal classroom as well as the veranda. So again, making it look beautiful for the 3-4-5 class as they started their new room in there. So if we move on to grants very quickly, we are still awaiting the installation date for the Glen Core Sports Grant for $6,500 for the new long jump pit. It's all approved, waiting for an install date. We were unsuccessful in our multi-purpose court for the junior playground. The feedback was it was meritorious, but at this point there were too many applications in the round with the flood priority. So again, that grant will go in again, and I'll let you know how we go the second time through. We have spent $2,000 on the Indigenous Day at the end of last term. So we got $1,000 from the Department of Communities as well as $1,000 from Glencore Community. So we are very lucky. We had a great end of term with those funds going towards resources for the day. We have applied for a Glencore Community grant for furniture, and this furniture will be used for tables and chairs for our new community hub building. So thought I'd put that in to make sure that when we get the new building, we have it fully furnished. So that grant is still pending. The last one we have applied for, Miss Kate put in a PBL grant for hands-on engagement activities for boys for lunchtime. So engines, marble runs, all those really good, fun things our boys like to do. That was successful, and the school has purchased those items. So if we move on to our school finances, everything's tracking really well at the moment. As I said, the Triple S funding will be transferred across to central office to make those payments for our community hub building. So all of the P&C funds will be gone in the coming week. On my hard copy of the P&C report, I've also included this time a snapshot from an email that I received from the finance team. So it just helps principals keep on track with their financials. And I thought it was great to see that we are on track. So As a principal, it gave me a few things just to have a look at. So my spend against my budget, and the feedback was that we're showing that we're underspent, but it's solely due to the capital works budget. So that will be gone the next time I present my report. Investing for success. So we're on track to spend the budget for the full year. We've been working very hard on reducing those cash transactions, so it's been nice to be recognised for that. And we're going to keep promoting B Point Q Parents for all of our school payments. And our SBS credit usage, we're on target. So again, well done to the Capella State School team and to Carla for working so hard in this space. So what have we purchased since the last time we spoke? Our 10 new iPads have been delivered and they're now being used by our children. We have ordered an additional 16 laptops, which means our laptop trolley in that C block wing will get all new laptops this year, which is just outstanding for our kids. We've purchased 28 headsets, specifically for the upper school for the lab upstairs for Lote, just to make sure that process is as smooth as possible for our Year 5 children. We're continuing to purchase curriculum focus items, so for example engines for our small engine program. The PBL team are also purchasing their grant materials, so the marble run and further engines and things to engage those boys at lunchtime. Like I said, lots of purchases around our Indigenous grants, as well as our Australian Sporting Schools grant, purchasing sports gear, etc. So looks like we are on track for our spending for this year. To finish off my principal report, I just had a couple of questions for the P&C. So we have the under 8s day and over 8s day coming up on the 13th of September. We would love to do a sausage sizzle on that day for our whole school community, including our kindy visitors. So I'd love to know if the P&C would like to pay for sausages, bread, etc., so we can host a sausage sizzle or a free sausage sizzle. And I'm happy to pay for Kelly as a teacher aide to do that for us for the day. So can the P&C purchase sausages, bread for our under and over 8s day celebrations at the end of this term? Don't forget our bush dance is coming up, P&C. And again, just wanted to ask the P&C, can you please be in charge of the barbecue and organise our volunteers and the purchase of food for our barbecue for bush dance? Callum has indicated that he'd love to help on the barbecue. Most of my other staff are on other aspects of the night, but I definitely have Callum to help with that barbecue. So please, that's one of the questions. Can the P&C take that on for us and organise the food for the evening? Last question, can the P&C assist with the purchase of hay bales for our bush dance as well? We probably need around 20 bales of hay for the night. Previously, the school has purchased these and then asked for donations for the purchase of the hay bales after the event. So they normally get a little bit trashed, so we don't charge the full price on the purchase after the event. But I just wanted to know, does the P&C want to pay for the hay bales just to help us out with that project? Lastly, thank you to everyone who's working very hard for our school community and the P&C. This term, we are getting a curriculum audit towards the end of the term. So our P&C will be involved in providing feedback to our schools. So what are we doing well? And what improvements do we need to make for our children here? So please engage in that process when our audit team come to our school. Thanks again for listening to my principal report, and we'll hopefully see you around the school soon.